All right, are we live here? Looks like we got 3 or 4 people streaming. 5. All right, if you can hear me, say something in the chat. Tell me if I'm a 5-9. How's my audio? Oh, it dropped down to 1. We lost everyone. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Kyle, AA0Z. And, all right. Okay, ham radio, thank you. My name is Kyle. My call is AA0Z. And thought I'd get on here and work a little FT8 on for the 13 colonies. If you don't know what the 13 colonies are, obviously they're the 13 original colonies in the United States, but they put on a special event station every year, and it's K2A through, I think it's M. And let me just go here to my little spreadsheet here, if you guys can see that above my head here. So I've been working some CW, and here's the station over in column A, the date that I've worked, UTC, frequency, RST, and mode. So last couple of days I've been working CW and still need K2B, K2C, and then this Great Britain 13 colony special station for a clean sweep. So I've been working some CW, but thought I'd try and get a full sweep on FT8 and single sideband. The special event station runs from the 1st to, I believe, the 7th. So you still have 5 days to get all of the contacts, and you don't have to get them on all 3 modes. It's basically any mode that you want to work them, as long as you get all 13, 14, 15. As long as you get all 15 of them, you can register for a certificate on the 13 Colonies website. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to try and get them on every single mode. Sideband, I don't have any of them yet. It's been pretty hard to grab these 13 colonies on single sideband. The pileups have just been outrageous. And I'm looking here on FT8, and it looks like that it's an absolute crazy pileup on FT8. I don't even know if I'm going to get even one of them. I did contact K2L yesterday, and tell you the truth, I'm really not really sure what I'm doing on FT8. I need to confess a little secret here. I've only made about 10 FT8 contacts in my life, so I'm new to FT8. I mean, I've seen FT8. It's it's probably one of those things that have gone and passed. Everyone's over it, but I have yet to contact a lot of stations on FT8. So Don says he's got all 15 on single sideband. Much easier than last year. Wow, that's pretty impressive, Don. I have not tried on single sideband. I have been listening to the pileups, and the pileups are 15 and 20 people deep, and it's 5 kilohertz wide. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to compete against that? But it's one of those things you don't know until you try, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'll get out the microphone tomorrow and start contacting on SSB, single sideband, see where that gets me. I thought I'd give FT8 a try, but I don't know if you guys are seeing this band scope that's over here. Holy moly. Have you ever seen it that packed before? Like I said, I'm relatively new. First. Nope. You're third. You're third, Jason, not first. I am first. I am always first. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it that packed, but tell you the truth, I really haven't, like I said, I have not seen a lot of, or I've not done a lot of FT8. I'm just looking at that band scope and just thinking, or that waterfall, and thinking, oh my gosh, how in the world am I going to get through that? But I don't know. We'll try. And I'm not really seeing a lot of these stations call CQ. So I'm not really sure. Like, if you don't, yeah, early AM is way better. So I did, whenever I was working CW, my CW contacts here, I mean, it was almost like shooting fish in a barrel here, right? I was working them late at night. So you can see 2:49. This is UTC, so that would have been 10 o'clock, 10:49 my time, 10:43. I would love to sit here and work some CW, but I don't think people would probably get bored. Me just sending dits and das, especially if you don't know CW. But Jason, you've worked one of them on FT8 and one of them on FT4. Yeah, how do you go? I guess you go to mode and change it to FT4. Oh yeah, mode to FT4. But is it on the same frequencies, Jason? Yeah, Adam, look at that waterfall. It looks pretty, but holy moly, holy googly googly, googly googly. Yeah, the cat takes care of the frequency change. Okay. So I don't know if there's FT4 in my blood tonight. I'm just trying to like. So here's my question to the chat here on FT8, on my limited FT8 knowledge. I really should just work CW. That's much easier. That would be much easier for me. But anyway, here's my log on FT8. So up there. So I've got one station on FT8. So how does that work? If I call, no, it's on 40 meters. If I just throw my call out there, does it put it in a queue for them to work? Or did they just pick the strongest signal? Or how does that work? I'm not really sure. I mean, I should watch some videos on FT8. I'm so lazy. But I thought that maybe if you start calling, I mean, first I need to pick some type of clearer frequency. Oh, hang on. There's K2L. Oh, I already got him. That's no fun. K2L just took the fun out of FT8. Holy moly, they're going by way too fast. Good grief. WSJTX picks the first call it sees. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to change the frequency to something that's a little bit more clear. So I need to go down here to like, what is that? I'm going to change my TX frequency to, what would that be? 15. 1600? Yeah, let's try 1600 here. But I gotta, for me to click on somebody. Oh, there's K2A. All right. K2A. Enable TX. There we go. All right. I'm transmitting. I think I am. Hang on. I'm not in DigiU. All right, I'm in the right mode now. I'm in DigiU. For those you don't know, I'm working off of Flex right now, and in order for you to transmit, here it is, the sweet sound. Oh, I don't have my monitor up. Sweet sound to FT8. There it is. So does it just keep transmitting over and over and over until he answers me? Is that how this works? Jason was my first FT8 contact, but haven't played with it much since. Yeah. Yeah, I'm such a newbie on FT8. Like it's just transmitting it to K2A over and over and over. Yes, for a limited amount of time though. Okay. So doesn't that get annoying to somebody else? K2A? I'm just transmitting over and over and over. I guess that's how this works. Adam, did you get any fish? The TX will Don says the TX will time out after 2 minutes if no contact is made. Okay. All right. Got it. So it's just you just sit here and wait. If he hears you, the app will answer you. Yes. Okay. If you keep calling, nothing comes back. They just aren't hearing you. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. So Don says it times out after 2 minutes. So we'll see. And then whenever I log it, see in my log, where's my log? My log is up there. In my log in the RST, do I put the dB under the dB signal strength for my RST? Is that how that works? Again, me and FT8 just don't go together. I think if I make a contact tonight, ooh, Adam got a fish. Nice. Everyone should go and subscribe to Adam's channel, K6ARK. He's got a very, very cool soda channel, portable radio. He makes antennas, does soda hikes. It's awesome. Love his channel. One of my favorites on YouTube. So Jason says, not 100% sure on what you put in the field, but yes, that's what I've been putting. Yeah, okay, got it. Hey, Andy. How are you? Andy just... Adam just got K2F. Andy is in the chat. Sorry. I'm like reading like... It's hard to keep up with the chat and figure out what's going on. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Success. Look at this. I just worked K2A. All right. Bingo. See, I was goofing off in the chat, and guess what happened? I worked K2A. Look at that. All right, so time is... Don's in the chat. Hey, Don. Yep, okay. And I answered him back, and I sent him... He was -3 RST. FT8. Oh my gosh. All right, so today is 3. Actually, it's UTC. It's the 4th. Happy 4th UTC, everyone. UTC would be 0229. Frequency. Now on the frequency, do I put just 7074? I don't have to calculate within the passband, right? Yeah, that's how you work FT8. You get distracted and do its thing. Hey, Sandra. Well, that was easy. Where's my easy button? Bing! All right. Jason says just use 7074. Okay, let's do another one. This is easy. This is cool. Can I do another one? But you have to wait for somebody to call CQ, right? In order for you to double click on it. See, I see K2. Oh, there's K2D. Oh, K2D and K2H. I know this is riveting YouTube, isn't it? Watching somebody work FT8. If I knew some jokes, I'd tell you guys some jokes. Actually, I do know a bunch of jokes, but they're all dirty. No, double click on any of the white fields if you want. Well, I do, but it puts the other guy in there, Jason. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, it's K2A again. Damn it. That guy is sneaky. I need one of these other guys to call CQ. Come on. Come on, I'm hunting for you. I just want to... I want this K2B. See, and it puts the WB4 EHG in there. Don says, when you submit log using 13 colonies online form, the frequencies are listed like one. Oh, so it just says 40 meters. So I just put this as 40 meters. Okay. Jason says you have to watch the white field, and the second call sign listed is... Yeah, but it puts the second guy in there, Jason. Oh, here's K2J. Hang on, hang on. Easy, easy. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. All right, K2J. Wouldn't it be a riot if I got like all 13 tonight? Wouldn't that be a hoot? All right, I'm going to watch this guy. So I'm only putting... Oh, I got my power up to 100 watts. That's probably why. Breathe. So I'm transmitting... Yeah. It's relatively clear. Yeah, Don, I've got the log sheet here. I just transferred it to... I just wanted to transfer it to a spreadsheet, so I could show, like, you know, if I went to CW or single sideband. Scott, FT8, has you gone to the dark side? Yeah. Scott, I broke down, man. I couldn't take it any longer. So you just submit that. You just submit it online, right? And then do they validate it? And then they send you a link to their certificate? Oh, see? Did he just work me? Hang on, I'm confused. Okay, what happened there? Did I just work him? No, I didn't. I'm a little confused on what happened there. So... So he called CQ. Oh, never mind. All right, so why is it not... Oh, you have to throw in... Okay, Don, you got to throw in $5. They mail a certificate. You need to send a piece of paperwork with your address and the donation along with the log. Oh, yeah, that's on the website. That's right. Scott, watching paint dry has become boring to you? Hey, I can watch paint dry all day. I am a master at staring at the wall. Adam, are you trying to get all on digital or any mode? Actually, what I'm trying to do is, here's, if you look up here, my log, I'm missing 3 on CW. I'm missing K2 Bravo, K2 Charlie, and K2 Frank, and the British Great Britain station. I'm missing them on CW. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a full a clean slate on all 3 modes: CW, digital, and single sideband. That was the goal, because what I did was see if you can hear K2F on. Hang on. Ooh, he's on 14037. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let me plug my key in here. All right. We're gonna go off this regular scheduling program. CW. Gonna go up to 20 meters. Let me see if I can hear. I know you can't see this. Booming into California. What was it? 14037. Let me see this. Let me see. Scrolling. There he is. Yep. Hang on, let me work this guy. The delay. The delay on this. I'm gonna have to do the CW in my head with the delay from the stream. Did it. I don't know if he cared me. Oh, you... AA0 AAZ. Oh, I don't think that was me. Here, let me, I know what I can do. Oh, is it A2? Oh, see, it was a delay. I heard the AA, but I didn't hear the 2. Can you guys hear that? I'm going to try a couple more times, and then I'll spare you guys the... One more time. Yeah. It's got to... D4. One more. It wasn't for me. I think it was... he's coming in and out. All right. I'll grab him at some point. Let me go back to 40 meters here. Actually, let's see what's on the problem, Adam, that I've got is I'm not that fast at CW. So whenever they're sending at 25, 30 words a minute, it just sounds like one big da and dit. All right, let's see what I got on FT8 here. So I wasn't seeing a lot of stations, special event stations on FT8. Yeah, I'm not seeing any, and that's why I went to 40 meters here, because I was not seeing any of the 13 colonies on 20 meters. Some guy calling CQDX. I see some 7 stations. All right, so let's go down to 40 meters here. And let me turn this down so you guys... Yeah. You know, my CW is good up to about 22 to 23 words a minute, and Farnsworth spacing around... I mean, I can get up to probably 13 or 14 words a minute, Farnsworth spacing, and after that, I just... And I still have that problem of instant character recognition, where I will dwell on... You know, I will hear like a 6 and a B together, and I will say, was that a 6 or is that a B? And then before I know it, there's been 5 characters, you know, already past me. I'm just like, oh crap. So I just got to get better with instant character recognition on those like B's and 6s and you know, I even get like sometimes a fly in here. I even get X's and P's mixed up sometimes because I'm a little dyslexic. Like I will, even on single sideband, I knew that I was always a little dyslexic, but I have a tendency of like mixing up. Even whenever they say Alpha Alpha 0 Zulu, I will say Alpha Zulu 0 Alpha, and I'll be like, that's not it. So I have that issue with even words and letters, and I've been, you know, talking for 40 some odd years. So CW is just another language for me to get Yeah, F and L. Actually, F and L are decent for me. P and V, yeah, X and P, yep. I hear you. Oh well, it's something to get better at, right? All right, 2J. There's 2J. Let's get 2J. Oh, hang on. I'm not in DigiU. Halt. Yeah, Don. I hear you. We have a guy in our club. His name's Dale. His call sign is K4EQ, Kilo 4 Echo Queen. And he can run anywhere between 50 and 60 words a minute. It's just like he came to our field day, our club field day last year, and was sending CW, and I was just blown away. So it was unbelievably fast. There is there's some YouTube videos of guys sending 40 and 50 words a minute. You know, it's all head copy at that point. And there's actually one video of a guy, he's reading a newspaper in front of him, and he's sending CW on his other hand. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. But when you've been doing it since you're 15 and you're, 65 years old, it's like it's like a foreign language, right? That you've grown up with in your house, right? So it's just, I started last year. Yeah, so I'm calling Kilo to Japan right now, and we'll see. And I'm on a halfway clear frequency transmitting, so we'll see if they hear me. Hey, Adam, I don't know if you're still on the stream. Let me show you this key that I bought. And it's made from a guy. Oh, did I unplug the wrong one? No, I didn't. It's made from a guy in St. Louis here. And I 3D printed that leg strap. And this leg strap came from a design from N1 Charlie Lima Charlie, where he does his leg strap on his Soda Summit. So I printed a leg strap, and then I just got that Velcro, that NASA Velcro. So anyway, here's the key. It's itty bitty, and it's the action on it. It's all steel. I mean, this thing is. I mean, it's heavy, but it's all steel. So it's $100. Yeah. So he N0S SA. Oh, if you go watch Red NV7J NJ7V, he's got one of these and had it in a YouTube video. That's another link to that key. Actually, there is no link. You have to go to his website. It's N0SA. Yeah, NJ7V. Yep. So everyone that's on the chat, go subscribe to Adam, K6ARK. He does soda stuff. Christian, I've never talked to Christian. I've tried to contact him on the on soda. Christian's call sign is November 1 Charlie Lima Charlie. He has got a really good YouTube channel. He does soda activations. And Charlie Red Summit RF NJ7V is another channel that I follow that I really like. I love all those soda adventures. Mostly because I'm jealous. Like, we've got soda stuff here in Missouri, but it's literally like the highest summit in Missouri is 1,600 feet, right? Look up the UR5 CDX paddle on eBay. I tempted to get one of those. Ooh, okay. Let's look it up. Let me bring up another window here. eBay and the UR5 CDX. Oh, wow. Yeah. That looks pretty cheap for those. Wow. I'm assuming those are homemade also. Those are beautiful keys. Yeah, N0SA. Ooh, magnetic return. That's great. Yeah, so if you go to... Let me make sure that I'm giving you the right... if you go to N0SA's QRZ... Yeah. So go to N0SA's QRZ page. I guess that he was a machinist somewhere. And look at... I mean, just look at those bugs and paddles that he has on his QRZ page. I mean, they're literally works of art. Yeah, no springs. Yeah. Yep. Don, nice job. Feel like I'm at a club meeting activity, not in FT8, but enjoying watching and learning briefly about the mode. Yeah. Sorry, it's not that riveting. I just decided to come on here and shoot the breeze. I don't have my beer. I forgot a beer. Like, I'm not sure how I forgot my beer, but it's upstairs. I should go get one. But anyway. And then there was... Adam knows probably about the porta paddles. They're not... I don't think that everyone said that, oh, those are really nice, but then I went to take a look at those, and I don't think they're being made anymore. Stand by. I think it's called porta paddles. This guy's not hearing me. K2J is deaf. I should probably move transmit frequencies. But anyway, yeah, everyone seems to like those porta paddles, but I don't think you can get them anymore. Oh, Pico, that's what they're... Pico palm paddles, that's what they are. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, the N3ZN keys at Hamcation yeah, they're nice too. Yep, I've seen those at Hamcation. But the Pico paddles, lucked out and got one out of business before they went out of business. Why did they go out of business? Does anyone know? Oh, the N3ZN paddles are $400. Oh my gosh. I don't think I paid that much for my Bengali. My Bengali, I think, was $260. So I have two paddles. I have the Bengali. I have this N0SA one that I showed you, and then I 3D printed one as a backup. I thought the owner was relatively young. Huh. Yeah, they're worth more than Magali. I'm not sure why. Oh, the N3ZN paddles are more than the Magalis? Oh. I thought Magalis were like not the best paddles you can buy, but some of the most expensive. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. I don't know that much about CW paddles, right? And the problem with, like, I almost need an Elmer that I can go over to the house and say, hey, do I have this set right? You know, and I know it's all about feel on what feels good to me, but, you know, hell, I could have my paddles just totally out of whack and somebody's like, no. Come here, son. You need to have these paddles adjusted like this. Yeah. Don says he bought a Vibraplex racer 40 years ago. Hey, I thought we've got a bunch of Vibraplex. What is the oh no, it's a Bencher. The Bencher is the one that we've got. But didn't Bencher buy, or Vibraplex buy Bencher, or somebody bought Bencher? And wasn't that like the standard key at some point? Yeah, Jason, not worth, just cost more. Yeah, that is true. Adam says he's made most of his paddles. Yeah, I hear ya. I can totally see that from you. That's Mountain Goat guy up in Colorado that climbs Mount Herman. He makes all of his paddles. Didn't I see that you made a paddle out of a wine cork or something? Was that a drink a bottle of wine and then make the paddle? It's all right. I've got WGOAT. That was Steve. Is yeah, that's where I saw it, Adam. Christian had it. Jason, remember whenever we were on Mount Pacifico and Kevin came up and like his second contact was with Steve, WG0AT. I think it's on his YouTube video of him contacting the Soda Master. Yeah, Steve sometimes hangs with Buddy Pull. That's how I met him. Yeah, that's right. Yep. He had I don't know if both his goats died. I know that Rooster passed away, and I think the other one was named Peanut, if I can remember right. Yeah. Steve's videos is definitely what got me stoked on Soda also. Yep. I actually climbed Mount Herman 3 or 4 years ago whenever yeah, same with me. I make videos because of him. Yep. Kind of the same thing. I saw him making videos on summits and yeah, so I climbed Mount Herman and worked it. And I actually met he was a friend of Steve's, and he took his channel down. His name was what was it? I forgot what it was. FQZ K0. His name was Frank. K0 QRZ, not QRZ, QJZ. I forgot what it was. I should look it up. He made a bunch of videos, and his wife was. They were both Soda Goats. And I actually we climbed I forgot the peak that or the Soda summit that we activated with him. God, that was so long ago. Frank, and what was his wife's name? Anyway, he took his channel down. But anyway, yeah. Steve is the king. Steve is the Soda king. I think that's my first video that I made was, if you go back to my channel, Mount Herman. All right, I'm going to try Kilo 2 Delta here. Am I actually even transmitting? Yeah, I am. You know what's funny is, so my remote station here that you're seeing. Actually, you know, here, you can't see it because of the. I can't. There we go. So I've got the Maestro here that I'm using. It's at my parents' house. And when my parents built a new house, whenever I was a kid, I was like, I don't know, 15, 16 years old. They built a new house and they put an intercom system in it. And this intercom system was like the latest and greatest, right? So you press a button and you could call out to the bedroom, a bathroom, and then once you let go of the push to talk button, it would just automatically hear anybody that was in earshot. You could talk to them. Well, there was a guy that moved in next door to us that was a ham operator, and at the time I didn't have my license, and he brought me over to his house and said, "Here, this is ham radio, this is CW, this is," and I had no interest whatsoever. And he worked for the railroad, but we could always, and he ran 1,500 watts, and the dipole in the backyard, whenever he was transmitting over the intercom system in the whole house, all we could hear was beep, 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 beep. And it drove my mom crazy to the point where she's like, there's something, I don't understand what's going on. Well, fast forward to a year ago, or 6 months ago, whenever I put my station in my parents' backyard, and obviously I'm going over their internet and transmitting, and they live an hour north of me. So I put my remote station up there, and my mom calls me up and says, "There's something wrong with this intercom." And I said, "We haven't used the intercom when's the last time you used the intercom?" And she said, "I don't know. It's been 10 years. And I said, "There's nothing wrong with the intercom." So I was messing around on digital, on PSK or single sideband, and they would be like, "Something is going on with this intercom. We hear noises in the intercom." And I'm like, "I don't know what to tell you. And I told my parents, they're in their 70s. I said, "You're hearing things. I don't know what to tell you." Well, then they go to Florida every year, and they have a condo in Fort Myers. And they have somebody watch the house. Well, I was doing a contest on single sideband, and whoever takes care of the house, actually it's a next door neighbor, takes care of the house and says, "Hey, I was in the house, and there's voices inside that. I mean, there's nobody. Parents are gone. Nobody in there. Neighbor walks in, was looking around the house to make sure things were okay, and calls my mom up and says, something's wrong with your house because there's voices in your house. I have no idea where they're coming from, but your house is haunted." So my mom calls me and says, "See, I'm not crazy. There's voices in that house." Well, then I'm like, "When did she go in?" And she said, "Well, she went on Saturday." And I said, "Well, that was NAQP." And my mom's like, I'm like, "Oh, I guess my radio is coming in over the intercom. So now I have to put ferrites on all of the cables coming into the intercom, so my parents don't think that the house is haunted. Let's work some FT8. There's Kilo 2 mic. Do I need Kilo 2 mic? I need Kilo 2 mic. So I don't know why. Oh, maybe it is really haunted. You know what? It wasn't haunted whenever I was living there. But you might be right. Here's another thing that I don't understand is, so why does this only transmit once? Jason, are you still out there? Or somebody that knows FT8, why is this only transmitting once and then it's stop? It doesn't transmit anymore. I thought it was supposed to transmit over and over and over. Yeah, Ape did a really good show on ferrites. Yeah, I agree. That was a really good show about ferrites. I've got a bunch of snap-on ferrites, Mix 31, Mix 45. I got to get a new chair, too. The new chair from Amazon's coming on Monday. Oh, my God. This chair hurts my butt. All right, I'm going to go get a beer. It is 10 o'clock. I'm getting a little parched here. Oh, there's W3PN. Let's see if we can get this guy. Oh, I should have changed my transmit frequency, man. Let me change my transmit frequency to like 2400 here. Oh, see, now this one's going ferrites or ferrets. You know, I think if I wrap those cables with ferrets, it'd probably make my mother and my dad go even more crazy. Hang on. I got to go get a beer. I hope this guy answers me. Hang on. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Oh! All right, no dice on. All right, I'm not like well, Don, it's not hovering over the enable button. You're right. Does this make me a lid FT8? Yeah, Jason, ape, ferrite, ferrites and toroids. So I'm not like ape where I plan ahead and I have my beer next to me. I'm still puzzled on why. I thought I was supposed to auto CQ. Is that a setting, auto CQ, or not auto CQ, but auto reply? I don't understand why I'm not. No, mine is a Blue Moon. Now it is made by Coors. See, and I worked for Anheuser-Busch for 10 years, 11 years, but I don't. I mean, I used to drink Anheuser-Busch products until Brito came in and his henchmen and bought everyone else out. They laid 2,800 people off in St. Louis in one day. December 16th, 2008. Oh, okay. It isn't automated. All right. So, yeah, I worked for Anheuser-Busch for 10, 11 years. Straight out of college. Was a PLC engineer. Worked on PLC 3s and 5s, Slick 500s. What else did I work on? VFDs, butterfly valves, this and that. And working for Anheuser-Busch was awesome. I mean, all the free beer. We'd go up to the brew house at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and just start drinking. The parties that we threw, like their Christmas parties, like, let's see, we had Sting, Elton John, Sheryl Crow, John Cougar Mellencamp, Nelly. These are the Christmas parties. And we would rent out. The company would rent out the hockey rink. Well, the Savas Center, Kiel, whatever you want to call it, where the Blues play, and everyone would come, and they had free beer, free booze, free anything. You just walk in, it's all free, and they would have bands along the outside perimeter. So like one side would be jazz, one side would be hip hop, the other side would be rock, the other side would be, and you could just kind of sit there and, you know, wherever you wanted to hear music, and then at the end of the night, or at the end, you know, the main act would go on. But Sting and John Cougar Mellencamp were awesome. They were awesome. Yeah, working for AB was good. And then Brito came in and threw it all away. And now it's a horrible place to work. No, I'm sure there's a lot of my friends who still work there, but it is much different. They went to a break-fix mentality versus a, you know, we would execute, AB would execute in like $1 billion in capital every year. And when you go from $1 billion in capital to break-fix, that's a big change. Cosmic Omnibus, yeah. Omnibus. Oh, Omnibus. That's a word I haven't heard in a while. Yeah. I mean, there was parts, our ladder logic in some of the stock houses were to the point where I'm just like, holy moly, who designed this? Who put this ladder logic together? And then we'd have the Packers, and they would run Factory Link and Delta V, and oh my gosh, we had a whole bunch of stuff going on. US Flink. Well, it's Flink. It was US Data. I can't remember. That was like 12 years ago. All right, here's Kilo 2 Bravo. CQ me. CQME. KC6 KSN. What does CQ me mean? All right, come on. I love these guys that get in late, like they're stragglers. Hey, there's W0WT. I know that guy. Oh, I see GB13COL. But he's in brackets. Why is he in brackets? Oh, Jason. That means he's calling for the state of Maine. Oh, CQME. Oh. Duh. Jeez. I'm an idiot. He's probably worked all states. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. I thought he was just like, being narcissistic. CQ me. All right. I still haven't solved where I can click on, like, Kilo 2 Bravo, where I can click on Kilo 2 Bravo and it puts Kilo 2 Bravo in the standard, generate standard messages, down here. Oh, did you hear that? So I live in the city of St. Louis. And starting about a week ago, Sterling also lives about 10 blocks away from me in the city of St. Louis. And this time of year, we always play a game. Oh, did you hear that? And the game is called Gunshot or Firework. I think those were fireworks. But it's always a good game to play. And then, after the weekend of 4th of July, you got to get out a pair of binoculars and take a look at your roof to make sure that your roof is not full of bullet holes or bottle rockets. Yeah, they're going off like crazy here at the house. I couldn't believe you probably didn't pick up. There was a blast that was literally, it was like, I'm sitting in my basement. So whenever I'm pointing that way. Yeah. I mean, it's probably my neighbors 2 doors down that, I mean, I remember as a kid lighting off, what were they? M80s and cherry bombs. Remember cherry bombs? That's another John Cougar Mellencamp song. ARK is going to tell us a story about St. Louis. I think he means whenever I was there for work, St. Louis, another engineer and I went for a drive. I can only imagine in St. Louis how that story is going to end. So, Jason, I'm looking for... Oh, okay. Yeah, when the second... Oh, I gotcha, Jason. When it's the second... Whenever the station you want to contact is the second in the list. Okay, I understand now. Okay, so I'm going to try for Kilo 2 Mike now. To Adam. It went down roads that were missing manhole covers. And this was in St. Louis? I don't doubt it. They've now gotten to the point where they probably got to weld them shut like they do on New Year's Eve in New York City. All right, so Don says, Kyle, put Kilo 2 Bravo under DX call. Under DX call. Oh, DX call. Okay, gotcha. All right. And FT0 IG for DX grid, and then click enable. Okay. So that would But why do I have to put his DX? Why do I have to put the grid, the Maidenhead grid? Won't it get that automatically whenever he responds to me? Yeah, Adam, if you go, like, if there's not a Cardinal baseball game or a Blues hockey game downtown, if you go downtown after dark, there are good parts and bad parts of downtown. It's a little sketchy. I mean, there are good parts of downtown, and I don't live downtown. I live farther west, but I do live in the city. The city's got about 300,000 people that live in St. Louis City, and the further south you go, the better the neighborhoods. The farther north you go, that's where a lot of the crime is. And I live in the south part of the city. Sandra, Kyle, do you like living in St. Louis? Well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we've got the Cardinals and the Blues. I mean, I love baseball, so being in a baseball town is really cool. I try and go as many Cardinal games. I go to probably 15 or 20 Cardinal games a year. There's a lot of stuff. We got a really cool zoo. We've got the Arch. There is a lot of neat free things. All the art museums are free. So it has its good and bad parts. But if you ask me, would I rather live in Ouray, Colorado or St. Louis? I'd probably pick Colorado. Or maybe southern Utah. Yeah, Blues won the Stanley Cup, and it's weird that they didn't start the season this year. And so we have had the Stanley Cup for a year and a month. So it's the longest Stanley Cup reign, or one of them. Yeah, I could care less if we keep the cup for another year. Actually, the Blues are pretty good this year. But, I mean, the Blues are great. I love the Blues. I'll watch hockey all day, but I grew up as a Cardinals fan. So, yeah, Don, I'm just going to try putting the K2M in this DX here. I'm going to enable it here. Sandra says they won the Stanley Cup. Yeah, we already talked about that. Adam, Ouray, the ice climbing mecca of the world, or of the United States. I love Ouray. My gosh, that place, Ouray and Silverton, and that whole stretch, was it Montrose, Ouray, Silverton, Durango, that San Juan Mountains. I did the Alpine Loop, so I got a truck. I bought a new truck and bought a Toyota Tacoma and took it out to. I've had trucks before. I've had Ford Rangers and whatnot, and my last 4x4 was an Explorer, which really isn't a 4x4. And then I bought a car, and that car was total crap. Was a Ford Fusion, total piece of junk. So I bought a Toyota Tacoma 2019 and drove it out to California, to Colorado, and did a bunch of 4x4 trails. Exploder. Explorer equals Exploder. That's right. And stock everything. I mean, it was awesome. I went up to the top of Cinnamon Pass, did Engineer Pass, I got to the point where I spent 2 weeks out there in Colorado, and I was done camping. I had to come home, mainly because I was a little homesick, to tell you the truth. But I could have spent all day or the whole month out there. Did some POTA, did some soda. So yeah. Actually, I think I might go back out to Colorado here in like the first part of August. I got some vacation that I need to burn through. But yeah, my new truck, I love that thing. That thing is awesome. So better built than any other car that I've ever had. So there's Kilo 2 Mike. Oh no. I'm gonna halt this, and I'm gonna. So 20. What is that? 2200 TX? Oh no. 2100. That's what I want. 2100 hertz. Now, I want to go right between these guys. 2150. Yeah. 2150. That's what I want. All right, we're going to try for Kilo 2, Mike. How far of a drive is it to the mountains? It's 12 hours to Denver. 12 hours to Denver, and then another 3 hours to Ouray. But once you get to Denver, it's like it doesn't matter anymore, because you go down Highway 70 and you go, on the, right there on the Colorado River. Actually, I went down to Cannon City and whitewater rafted. What is that river called? I want to say the Rio Grande. That's not it. I forgot what river it was. Royal Gorge. Went to the Royal Gorge. Did whitewater rafting. That was awesome. First time whitewater rafting. That was cool. Then did some camping. Then went to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. If you don't want to go to the Grand Canyon, and you want to see a canyon, you want to see a huge canyon, forget the Royal Gorge in Cannon City. It doesn't compare. You got to go to Black Canyon of the Gunnison. That is freaking awesome. I mean, it is like straight down, and then the Gunnison River runs through it, and at the widest or at the narrowest point in the canyon, I keep saying cannon, like oh look, I just worked K2M. How about that? Telling a story, you work a station. How about that? Let me log in. Oh, the UTC's on here. How about that? So I worked, so that's 7/4/2020. And I worked him at 03/28. 03/28. At 7074. He was a -12. Oh, no. He gave me a -15. FT8. Okay. QSL. I forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, the canyon is 40 feet at its narrowest level, and it goes straight down, and it's like black marble. It is unbelievable. And then also, whenever I was there were mountain climbers. And so the park ranger was doing was doing a bunch of like nature walks. So then I was at one of the locations, and the ranger came over and was doing the nature walk, and she looked over and she goes, "Oh, look, there's mountain climbers." So I'm looking, I'm like, I don't see them. There's no mountain climbers over there. And one of the guys that was sitting next to me said, "Yeah, he's there in the red shirt." And this is on the other side of the canyon, which is it's only like a quarter of a mile to a half a mile wide. It's not like the Grand Canyon where it's miles and miles and miles wide. So I look over, and even though the other side of the canyon is a half a mile away, this hiker, the canyon walls are so, I mean, it's a half mile down. The guy, and actually it's not a half mile. It's not a half mile across. It's closer than that. But anyway, this hiker or this mountain climber was this tall on that wall. And it, like, whenever you see that, it puts everything in perspective on how tall that wall was. And I was like, oh my gosh, look how tall. Now I understand how big a half a mile is straight down into the earth. It was unbelievable. But anyway, Black Canyon of the Gunnison is awesome. It is probably the least traveled national park in the system. Like, only 200,000 people go there every year. It is unbelievable. But then Ouray, it's like the Switzerland of the United States. They call it Little Switzerland. Like, if you want to anything that you want to do recreational, you can go to Ouray and do it. Like, I was in Switzerland at Interlaken, where you could basically do anything that you wanted to. If you want to hang glide, sure. You want to paraglide? Okay. You want a snowmobile? All right. There's stuff you can do there. Ouray is like that, where it's basically you can just do whatever you want. There's side-by-sides, there's ski trips, there's places where they load you in the back of a pickup truck, and you can go up in the mountains. But anyway, the Ouray is like at 10,000 feet, and it is just unbelievable how pretty it is there. It's very expensive. Yeah, I love the mountains too. It's unbelievable how awesome they are. All right, come on. Who should we work next? Who should we try to work next? There's Kilo 2 India, Kilo 2 Bravo. I need Kilo 2 Bravo. I'm not seeing where. So there must be different people working FT8 all at the same time with the same call sign. Because I'm seeing 2 and 3 instances of the same station. Don saw Kilo 2 Bravo with the second call. You got better eyes than I do, dude. So I'm going to try your trick, Don. I'm going to put Kilo 2. Why, I can't back up here? I can't use my backspace key? Kilo 2 Bravo in the DX call. Oh, nope, it didn't do it. I'm waiting for one of these guys. Yeah, mine didn't work, Don. Did you work Kilo 2 Bravo, Don? Come on. Come on. I like how it decodes all of, the main group, and then there's like 3 or 4 that are stragglers. There's that narcissistic guy, CQ me. Oh, here's Kilo 2 Bravo. Got it. All right. We're on our way. Kilo 2 Bravo calling. Car 54, where are you? Car 54. Jason, you said you were... I don't know if Jason's still out there. Jason, you said you were going to Denver? Oh, Don worked him on Kilo 2 Bravo and single sideband. How far... Jason, if... how far of a drive is Denver from Texas? I bet you it's at least 10 hours. Let's look it up. We have the power of the internet. Maps. If you want to, all right, Ham Radio Dude says, if you want to generate K2B after you type it in the DX call, click. Oh, that's a clickable button? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I did not know that. So, Ham Radio Dude says, so if we want to call Kilo 2 Bravo, you put it here in the DX call and hit generate standard messages, and then you can enable TX. Ham Radio Dude, do you know why whenever I click enable TX, it doesn't enable it? Like, I thought it's supposed to call. Someone said, forgot who said, it's supposed to call for at least 2 minutes. Yeah, Don, we're no. No. What? Thought that I knew what? I don't know anything about FT8. You are seeing me right now. This is the most FT8 that I've ever done in my entire life. You're seeing a fruition of FT8 go through my brain right now. I just never got into it. I've never done JS call either. Or JT, no. JS call, yeah. Never done anything on JS call. I've done plenty of like RIDI and, generate standard messages. No, I did not know that. Noob. Lid. Oh, Ham Radio Dude, this is my first week with it also. Great. You and I can sympathize together. Ham Radio Dude says, I think this is good information. If you have it enabled and you're calling someone, example, K2B, and the program detects he's having a QSO with someone else, it will, look at that. That is a good nugget of information. So, Ham Radio Dude, what do? You just keep clicking that? Oh, I got to change TX frequencies. Looks like somebody is all over my frequencies. So I need to go up to like 26, 27. I need to go up to like 2700. 2700 hertz. Oh. Yeah, let me... That's good info. I don't think Jason's out there anymore. Dallas, Texas to Denver, Colorado. Oh my gosh, it's 12 hours too. So from Dallas, Fort Worth to Denver is 12 hours. From St. Louis to Denver is 12 hours. I bet you that drive from Dallas, Fort Worth to Denver is a lot less, or a lot better viewing than driving through all the way through Kansas. I think Oklahoma radio dude, I don't know if he's still on here. He made the comment of driving through Kansas. Yeah, you got to get through Kansas. Like, that is the worst state to drive through ever. And there's just so much wind. Like, you will, my truck now, it's got 30 some odd thousand miles on it. I mean, even with the TO, even with the AC on, I can get 24, 25, sometimes if I've got a tailwind, 26 miles to the gallon, which is great on a truck. I was thinking I was going to get like 19 or 20. But you put that Kansas headwind, oh my gosh, in a trunk full of, or a bed full of equipment, oh my gosh. I think the last time I went to Denver and the wind was blowing against me, I think I got 15 or 16 miles to the gallon. It's just unbelievable. Ouray's 14 for you. Let's go. I only have to... Wait a minute. Adam, Ouray is only 14 hours for you? That you got to be kidding me. That's longer. St. Louis to Ouray. Ouray, Colorado. Oh, I just got to spell it right. Ouray, Colorado. 17 hours. You're telling me from California to Ouray is 14, and from St. Louis it's 17 and a half. Holy moly. That makes me sad. I got to retire and move out west. That's all there is to it. TO, to get up to your house is probably 7 hours. St. Louis to Luck, Wisconsin. Oh, it's 9 hours. 9 hours and 20 minutes. But if I move to California, I got to move somewhere where it's not $500,000 to buy a house. Yeah. You got to realize we're working off St. Louis salary here. not Southern, not California salary. What you guys make in a year is probably what my house costs total. Oh, houses are cheap here. That's not bad. Yeah, Bob's moving to Idaho. I don't think there's any... Is there any state tax in Idaho? You can get... You can buy a very affordable house, 2,000, 2,500 square foot in St. Louis for $200,000 to $250,000 a year. My house in the city was much less than that. Usually in the Midwest, if you want to buy an acre of land, depending on where it is, you can get it as cheap. I mean, you can get it as cheap as $1, right? But if you go out in the outskirts of Missouri, you can buy an acre of land for $2,000. The developed acres of land in subdivisions usually go to $5,000 to $7,000 an acre. Sometimes more. Oh my gosh, I was able to get 1,100 square foot house and an 1,100 square foot shop. Oh, 1,100 square foot shop with 1.3 acres outskirts of San Diego for under $500,000. Holy moly. It's $500,000. I hear you. And that was good. So whenever I worked for Anheuser-Busch, I went to Fairfield, California, and at the time, those operation managers were making, I don't know, and this was 15 years ago. They were making $110,000, but the cheapest house that his name was Brad. I forgot his last name, but anyway, he paid $800,000 for his house. Unbelievable. $800,000 for his house. And at the time, I was living in an apartment that was huge. And I walked through Brad's house and like, I think my apartment is bigger than this. $800,000. Yeah, Bob wants to get away from. Was Bob a Bob was in law enforcement, but was he in law enforcement in California, or did he move out there after he retired? I don't know the full story, but I know that he's trying to move to Idaho. I haven't asked him or saw him. Actually, I might see him on Sunday if he found a place in Idaho. I know that he was going out there after. What was that thing that we did? I forgot what the YouTube YouTubers Bunch Hamfest thing. He was going to go out to Idaho like the weekend after. Yeah, Hamfest. Thank you. Jeez. It's 11 o'clock. I got up at 5. I'm almost up for 24 hours here, minus 8 hours. Yeah, California is just so expensive. It's just unbelievable. That's the nice thing about living in the Midwest is you can. Speaking of YouTubers Bunch, what is Ape's call sign? That is a mystery to all of us. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what his first name is. I have no idea where he lives. He was on the stream on my field day stream, and I was trying to get him to work me a single sideband. And in a private chat that I'm in with him, he kept saying, no. I said, come on, work me single sideband, because he could hear me. And 100,000 sub reveal. I don't know how many subs he's got. I think he should do it like at maybe at 40,000, maybe 50,000. I don't know. So obviously, I would know his voice over single sideband, and then I would know his call sign. I think him and Mike, K8 MRD, they text back and forth. They know, he knows his name and where he lives and his call sign, but I have no idea. Don, you're asking the wrong person because I don't know. We just call him Ape. You know, it is fun to try and figure out where he lives by some of the hints that he drops. Like, I think he lives in the South, potentially, because whenever we were talking about something more northern, he said, oh, it would take me 10 hours to drive up there. Up there. Okay, well, I know that you live in the South now. But I have not, you know, when I say, hell, it could be Mississippi, it could be Georgia, it could be anywhere. I have no idea. Oh, he did. You know what he did? He did say, oh, you got Italy on 40. Nice. Let me try and call some more get some more. There's Kilo 2 Bravo. I'm going to try for him again. He did say that, you know how some beer, you can only get some beer in different parts of the United States. Like here in St. Louis, you can't, my mic is driving me insane here. I got to tighten this thing. Like here in St. Louis, you can't get, oh, I just had it. What's that oldest brewery in America? Come on, chat room. Give it to me. Oldest brewery in America. They have it at Dayton. Lag. Yingling. Yeah, very good. Thank you, T.O. Yingling. So, Ape. Thank you, Patrick. Ape was saying that he has Shinerbach. He can get Shinerbach. So that's a southern beer right there. So he's got to live in the South. And Shinerbach is produced in Texas, right? Isn't Shinerbach Texas? I got to get a new seat. This thing's driving me up the wazoo. Shinerbach. Shinerbach. Yeah, it's headquartered in Shiner, Texas. Oh, well, Adam just blew my theory apart here. Adam sees Shinerbach in California. Well, screw that theory then. But no Yingling. T.O. He's from Martha's Vineyard. Yingling is from Pennsylvania, yes. Yep. You can only get it, I think the most southern state you can get Yingling in is Tennessee, and the farthest west you can get Yingling, I believe, is Indiana. It doesn't come any further south. I mean, you can get it at the specialty store. You just can't get it like at Walmart or, you know, insert your favorite grocery store. Because I know that you can get it at Dayton. What? Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have enough draw for TN. Yeah, good thing we aren't missing much. What do you guys do whenever you work FT8? I mean, what other stuff do you guys do? Do you like crochet? Clean your Glock? Chop some wood? I mean, it's like watching paint dry here. Can you imagine if Smokin' Ape was what FT8 equals watching a movie? Can you imagine if Smokin' Ape was watching this and he's just rolling on the floor with all of our theories on trying to figure out where he lives, what's his call sign, what's his real name? I'm assuming Jason's got to know where he lives because he's selling his T-shirt on Jason's website. So if you want the YouTubers Hamfest or YouTubers Bunch T-shirts, go to Jason's website, Ham Radio 2.0, and Ape has got a T-shirt on there. I've got a T-shirt that is coming out, but it is a CQ contest. It says Cabrillo across the front of it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's Ape. Ape, we've been trying to figure out, you'd be a kick out of this. So go back about 15 minutes. We had a whole discussion about who we think you are, what your call sign is, where you live. We've got some theories, and I understand that you're not going to tell us. And I think it's great that no one knows who you are, what your call sign is, what your first name is. I think that's the great thing about the he's not licensed. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great? That would be awesome if Ape, like after he got done with his YouTube channel, and he'd say, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not licensed." Or he threw out his GMRS call sign. That'd be awesome. I'd pull the wool over everyone's eyes. Oh, by the way, I'm not even an amateur radio operator. I don't even have a license. That would be great. But anyway, I think it's awesome that nobody knows. I mean, at some point, I didn't even think that you were even going to show your face. So you've shown your face on the YouTube. So, I mean, the Google machine, I don't think nobody has done a reverse image search yet. I mean, I haven't. I'm not calling for anybody to do that either. Ape wants to remain anonymous. He can remain anonymous. I could care less. I mean, I care, but in the grand scheme of things, it's his life, right? It's his life. It's not my life. Safe search is off. Ape, why does everyone call you Ape? Can we even hear that story, or is that story off limits? That story might be off limits. They just do. They just do. It's just that's what they came up with. That's what they do. It's what they do. I hear you. It's what they do. Oh, okay. Who else should I try and get here? I got Kilo Angel was taken. Everyone here has a nickname. Oh, so that's So that's another golden nugget right there. So I think that's a South thing also, where everyone has got a nickname. I think that's a thing you do in the South. See, Ape keeps dropping nuggets here. Ape, we were talking about, you made a comment of you could get Shinerbach, and you can only get that in the South. So that was another nugget I picked up. What is my nick, Kyle? I never had a nickname. When I played soccer, people called me Killer. But that was like whenever I was 10. It's a CB operator. You know, CB operators, you know, when I was in high school, that was the rage, man. That was Facebook. Right? I mean, I had a CB in my truck. We'd go out on Friday and Saturday nights, and we would literally get on channel 8 ball. 8 ball was the front page of Facebook. Oh, sorry. I'm getting old. I can't control me anymore. So we would go out on after school. I'd have dinner. Shinerbach is in Illinois and Indiana. Really? It's produced in Texas, though. Anyway, we would get on the CB, and we would just try and figure out where the parties were, you know, where the girls were at, blah 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 on 8 ball. That was the deal. And I had a Midland, and we would try and get the lowest SWR on that CB. And now, knowing what I know about ham radio and SWR and antennas, we were doing it all wrong. We were doing it all wrong. Like, we were moving our antennas like 1/8 of an inch to get that SWR down as much as possible, when we should have been ground strapping everything known to man to bring the noise floor down. We were 17 years old. Then I would have had a good radio. SWR is a myth. It's all a myth in your head. It's like the coronavirus. It will disappear. It will disappear one day. SWR is fake. You think MFJ and Rig Expert and all these manufacturers, they have a back channel like on Discord, and they are just they're created SWR to sell meters. So they've got a chat on Discord, and they're just fooling they're pulling the wools on everyone's eyes, over everyone's eyes. Hey, let's come out with another identifier that ham radio operators need to test for, and let's sell this meter that costs us $10 for $400. Yeah, has a little resistor in it. That's that video that K6ARK does on his NFED or his random wire, where it's like literally performing brain surgery. One little nick, and you've messed up the whole antenna. I told him, I said, you can't drink a pot of coffee and go make one of your antennas. All right, K2B. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna try and contact K2B again. Jason sent out an email. Happy 4th. Oh. How sweet of him. Truth, wait till you see my next project. Oh, God. You get... so your stuff gets smaller and smaller. Like, you had the Pixie transmitter in an Altoids tin with a little bitty straight key. Can you get any smaller? I mean, at some point, you might as well just embed it in your mouth and you just whistle CW. How's the Miller? No, I'm drinking a Blue Moon. Can I admit that I don't think I might have had 1 or 2 Miller Lights. I've definitely had made a Pixie about the 1/10 the size of the normal one. 1/10? Holy shit. Good grief. How could you get any smaller? Jaw Harp CW. There we go. I thought it was called the Jew Harp. Oh, is that racist? Sorry. Jaw Harp CW. Six gold medals. Yep. Oh my gosh. So I was saying that I've had more Coors Light than I have Miller Lite. Probably because I've had more Anheuser-Busch products: Bud Light, Busch Light, Natural Light, Michelob. What's the it's like Blue Moon. God, my brain is not working today. It's not called Sundance. What's the Anheuser-Busch product that is a rival to Blue Moon? And then we would every year we would AB would brew Hang on. Am I up? Am I back? OBS crashed. You know, okay. This OBS, you know, I had it crash on field day after about 6 hours. I've been streaming for almost 2, and it crashed. It's not the most stable thing, I'll tell you. I don't know if it's my PC. I don't know if it's OBS. I don't know. But anyway, so AB used to brew this beer called Bourbon Cask Ale, and it was awesome. That was Michelob, and that Bourbon Cask Ale was best. And I keep forgetting the beer that rivals Blue Moon. I want to say it's like Sunbach or Sundance, but that's not it. I can see the label, and it's got a guy with a mohawk on it, and it's got an orange mohawk. Anyway, so the newest OBS update is doing the same thing to me. It's Windows. Yeah. Am I still calling? No, I'm not enabled. So I called for K2B 20 times. This FT8, I mean, the band is still jam-packed. I mean, it's absolutely jam-packed. There's K2M. Let me try K2M. Do I need K2M? Shock top. That's what it is. Thank you. Shock top. Now I already got K2M. Oh. I wonder if I wonder if any of these stations are on CW that I need. You know, I just moved off frequency. Sorry about that. 11 meters FT8. That's great. You know what? I wonder if there's any FT8 on FT on 11 meters. Wouldn't that be great? 4 watts of fury. Yeah. There is? Try FT4. Well, is FT4 is FT4 on the same frequency pair? Or pair. What did I just say, pair? Is it on 70, 74? I think we should do FT8 on 11 meters. That is awesome. All right, so if I go to decode, mode FT4. Oh, it's on 4047 or 7047. And FT8 is, all right, let's see if we can decode anything on FT4 here. All right, you're seeing my FT4 virginity getting busted right now. I've never done this mode, ever. I need a better camera. Why is whenever I bring my face up, see how it goes from light to dark? Oh, it's 7.5 seconds. All right, there's K2E. K2E generates standard messages. All right, we're gonna try and do K2E here. I don't know. Let's bring over the TX frequency to 2600. Oops. Oopsie. 2600. Yeah, all right. So let's do it right there. K2E. Do I need K2E? Yeah, I do. All right, enable TX. Here we go. Double breaker 19. What's your 20? Got a county mountie. What's that movie called? With he had the Trans Am. Smoking the Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit. Look at all these knuckleheads calling CQ on FT4. Yeah, ham radio, dude. I knew that. Thank you. Yes. So that's where, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the discussion, where I was clicking on the call signs, but the other call sign was being put into my generate standard messages, and I didn't know that it had to be the second one. But I did know that if someone's calling CQ and you double click on that line, it will automatically put that call in the standard messages. Yeah. Double the erase will clear the left pane. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Double erase. Double click will erase the left pane. Oh, so the left pane. The left pane or the right pane? Plane. So K2E is definitely in there. And he's calling CQ, but why isn't he not hearing me? I mean, it's because the way the propagation goes, Kyle. Not everyone hears you all the time. But Don, whenever you said might clear all, what do you mean? Choke that antenna, son. I choke your chicken. Might clear all. Hey, Chuck. Welcome to the crap show. What's going on here? We're blowing a bunch of FT4 out of our butts. Might clear both. But where do you double click, Don? You said you double click. Just click that button. What button? Erase? Oh. But what again, why do I want to do that? I just want K2E to give me some love here. Maybe I'm too high. Maybe I need to bring it down. It will clear the left plane, but why do I want to clear the left plane? All right, I'm gonna halt TX. All right, I'm gonna trying to call K2E here. All right, I just did it. Everyone calm down. Quit yelling. No capitals in the chat. Got it. This guy's calling CQ. I'm trying to contact him. He ain't hearing me. Not enough beer. That's true. Maybe I need to put more beer on the transmitter. Chuck, never done FT4. Well, you're seeing the defeat of FT4 going on right now. What do they say in that the worldwide of sports? The agony of defeat. The thrill of success and the agony of defeat for FT4. I don't understand. The guy's calling CQ. I'm calling him back. And he's not hearing me. Maybe I'm too high up. Maybe I need to go down farther in the band. Maybe he's got a filter. You think he might have a filter on? I'm going down lower in the band. Oh, who just called me? Who's calling me? All right, so I'm going to go down to 20. Somebody's just calling me. Is it someone here in the chat here? Screwing with me? $1,800. There we go. Somebody is KD8SI. Is KD8SI in the chat here? If so, they're getting a contact. I don't know who KD8SI is. Let's look them up. Let me log in to QRZ. KD8SI. KD8SI. Leo SCHAAF. Is that Smoking Ape? Kettering, Ohio. KD8SI. Should we start calling Smoking Ape Leo now? I don't know who that was, but I just contacted him. That's my other call. Ape's got 4 or 5 calls underneath his belt. If you double-click a CQ in the left pane, it will put you on their frequency. Okay, gotcha. On their transmit frequency, right, Don? Both. Okay, both. Gotcha. All I want is K2E. That's all I want. Once I get K2E, I think I'm going to shut her down. Now that I've worked Ape. I think Ape's in 4-land. Ape's got different CQ zones. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Oh. Good thing I didn't mark this good for kids, right? Ape, I worked you the other day. Well, Ape, if you worked me the other day, I didn't realize it. You on my other... Oh. On your club call? If you... if I worked you on... Did you work us on FT8 or single sideband? Because if you worked me on FT8, that was Justin. Who knows? If you worked me on single sideband, I didn't realize it. You probably told me, but I didn't remember. Sorry. And you probably put it in the chat, but I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Got it. K2E in the books. It's in. Put it in the books, baby. Cooking the books. We're cooking the books. Cooking the books. All right, K2E. Let's log him. 7420. UTC. 0425. 0425. Frequency. Oh, crap. 40. Or 70. 47.5. RST. He gave me a -1. Oh my God. And he took me that long, or it took him that long to hear me? You got to be kidding me. FT4. 2 hours to get that guy. Yep. 2 hours. That's what it took. Hey, 210, 220, whatever it takes, right? Now I've got, so if I go back to my log up here, up above me, so I've gotten, that's really good English. I have worked all except K2 Bravo, K2 Charlie, K2 Frank on CW. So I'm hopeful to get these guys maybe later tonight or tomorrow morning. And my goal is to, well, Chuck, I have it in the log. I've got it in the, I'm doing paper here, but I just put it in the spreadsheet so I could share it with everyone on the chat. I didn't want to just keep putting the spreadsheet up, or the paper up. So I just made a spreadsheet here. So my plan is to work all of the 13 colonies, the 15 stations on both CW, FT8, and single sideband before the weekend is over. So we'll see how well that goes. Kind of running out of time. I don't know if you've been listening to the single sideband pileups, but they're not fun. So we'll see. But Ape's I'll have to go back and check. I don't remember. Did you say that you... Ape, did you say that you worked me on single sideband or FT8 on field day? I don't know. Or maybe you said... Oh, Ape said you were trying to work me, but didn't get you back. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Wasn't caught up to the chat here. All right. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, horses and cows, cowboys and Indians, it's been great. Oh, why is my face over my logo? Let me move it over there. That's what happens whenever OBS crashes halfway through and oh, Kilo 2. Do I need Kilo 2J? Oh no, I already got Kilo 2J. On 7033. I need Kilo 2 Bravo, Kilo 2 Charlie, and Kilo 2 Foxtrot on CW. Maybe I'll skim across the bands and see if I can pick these guys up on CW. Don, was my face over my logo, or is my logo over my face? Anyway, all right. I think I'm shutting the stream down, dogs and cats. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Keeping me company. Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow. Who knows? It all depends on how bored I am and how stir crazy I'm going to get in this house. So anyway, screenshot of your log and we'll let you know if I see what you need. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out. 73.